The capital of Tochigi Prefecture is famous for its Oya stone. For most of the 20th century, underground stone quarries were a major local industry.
The discovery of a megalithic site in Japan has sent shockwaves through the archaeological community. What was once believed to be primitive stonework has now been revealed as part of a much larger, far more sophisticated mystery. The Oya Stone Quarry in Tochigi Prefecture, Japan, is not just a quarry. It's a monument to ancient craftsmanship, a mystery to the world, and perhaps even a glimpse into a civilization with technology that modern society still can't replicate. The more we uncover about this site, the deeper the mystery becomes. Are we witnessing remnants of a lost, pre-flood civilization? Let's dive in and explore the secrets this megalithic wonder holds. The Oya Stone Quarry, an ancient wonder. Deep within the heart of Japan lies the Oya Stone Quarry, a site that has puzzled archaeologists and historians alike. Unlike anything we've seen before, this massive underground quarry stretches over 20,000 square meters, with caverns plunging as deep as 60 meters. What sets the Oya Stone Quarry apart is its sheer scale and complexity. Created using volcanic tuff, a soft yet durable material, this quarry was used for both industrial and cultural purposes. The idea that such an immense structure was created with rudimentary tools is staggering, considering the time period. What's more baffling is the fact that the quarry's creation seems to be connected to an ancient understanding of both the material properties of the stone and its potential spiritual significance. Some archaeologists have even speculated that the Oya Stone Quarry was not simply a place for resource extraction, but a site of immense cultural importance. As ancient peoples dug deeper into the earth, they may have been tapping into something more than just stone. Was this quarry a sacred site, where stone and spiritual practices were intertwined? In today's world, replicating such a feat would be a monumental challenge. Even with our advanced technology, the accuracy with which the caverns and stones were shaped raises questions that go beyond just architectural achievement. Did the builders have knowledge of the earth and its forces that we've lost over time? Some theories suggest that the tools used for such a precise undertaking were more advanced than we currently believe, perhaps far beyond the capabilities of the time. Yet, despite all the advanced technology available today, no modern team has successfully recreated the techniques used at the Oya Stone Quarry. This ongoing mystery challenges our understanding of ancient engineering and leaves us wondering what other secrets lie beneath the surface of this colossal structure. Could the builders have been part of a lost civilization, or were they simply the first to harness the Earth's potential? As archaeologists continue to study the site, the unanswered questions pile up. Was this an isolated feat, or does it point to a larger network of ancient quarries scattered across the globe? What if this discovery is just the tip of the iceberg, and there's much more hidden beneath the Earth's surface? What if these sites were part of an interconnected world that existed long before any known civilization? So, what's the next step? As we uncover more of the Oya Stone Quarry, we must ask, could there be more to these ancient structures than we've ever realized? And, most importantly, are we on the brink of discovering an ancient civilization that may have been more advanced than we ever imagined? The unique properties of Oya stone. Oya stone is a volcanic tuff, which means it's a type of rock formed from ash that has been compacted and solidified over time. This gives it a relatively soft texture when freshly quarried, which made it easier for ancient builders to carve. However, what makes Oya stone truly fascinating is that it hardens upon exposure to air, transforming into a durable and long-lasting material. This unique property made it ideal for building structures meant to withstand the test of time. In the early days of its use, Oya stone was primarily used for constructing temples, shrines, and statues. The ease of carving when fresh allowed artisans to create intricate designs that were not only beautiful but also functional. These structures were not just meant for the elite, they were part of the cultural and spiritual fabric of ancient Japan. But what sets Oya stone apart is its long-lasting durability. which made it an ideal material for buildings that needed to endure Japan's frequent fires. Over time, Oya stone's use expanded beyond sacred structures to include fire-resistant walls for urban buildings, especially during the Edo period. As Japan grew and cities became more populated, fire became a constant threat. The ability to create fire-resistant walls with Oya stone proved to be a valuable resource for ensuring the safety of these urban environments. The stone became a cornerstone of construction in one of the most important periods in Japan's history. But what about the cultural significance of Oya stone? It's clear that this stone wasn't just valued for its practical uses, it had spiritual importance as well. In the temples and shrines where it was used, Oya stone symbolized the connection between earth and spirit, bridging the natural world with the divine. The sacred nature of the stone was recognized long before the quarry became a commercial resource, making its discovery all the more intriguing. There's something almost mystical about the stone's ability to harden after being carved, making it seem like it has a life of its own. Did the ancient people of Japan understand this property and imbue it with spiritual significance? Could this knowledge have been passed down through generations, turning Oya stone into a symbol of strength, endurance, and divine protection? What other mysterious properties might Oya stone possess? Could it be that the quarry was not only a place of physical construction, but a sacred site, used to build structures that connected the living with the spiritual world? Is it possible that the stone itself holds secrets yet to be discovered? The mysterious origin of the Oya Stone Quarry. The exact origins of the Oya Stone Quarry remain shrouded in mystery. While it is believed that the quarry has been in use since the Heian period, around the 8th century, the full extent of its history is unknown. What is clear, however, is that the quarry was not just a site for resource extraction, it was a place where something extraordinary was happening. When we look at the history of Oya stone, it's impossible to ignore the fact that its use was tied to Japan's cultural and spiritual evolution. During the Heian period, Japan was undergoing a cultural renaissance, influenced by China's Tang dynasty. This period saw the rise of elaborate architectural projects, many of which utilized Oya stone for their construction. But was this just a coincidence, or was there a deeper reason why Oya stone was chosen for such sacred works? One intriguing theory suggests that the Oya Stone Quarry was deliberately chosen for its unique properties. The stone's ability to harden after being quarried may have been seen as a symbol of resilience, making it ideal for constructing temples and shrines. The quarry's deep, echoing caverns might have also been viewed as sacred spaces, places where sound and resonance played an important role in spiritual rituals. The quarry's use for these religious structures suggests that the builders weren't simply concerned with creating functional buildings. They were constructing spaces meant to endure the test of time, preserving their sacred meaning for future generations. This ties into a broader theory that ancient civilizations, including those in Japan, may have seen themselves as stewards of knowledge, preserving wisdom and spiritual practices for future generations. As more research is conducted, it's likely that we will uncover even more about the origins of the Oya Stone Quarry. Could this quarry have been part of a larger, worldwide network of sacred sites, all connected by an ancient understanding of the earth and its resources? And what else might lie hidden beneath the surface of Oya stone, waiting to be uncovered by future generations? The lost knowledge of ancient builders. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Oya Stone Quarry is the level of craftsmanship displayed in the stones themselves. The builders of the quarry clearly had an extraordinary understanding of the materials they were working with, from the precise cutting and shaping of the stones to their careful placement in sacred structures. These ancient builders demonstrated a mastery of both engineering and artistry that still amazes modern architects. But where did this knowledge come from? How could a society with seemingly primitive tools create such elaborate and enduring structures? Some researchers have proposed that the builders of Oya stone had access to lost technologies, knowledge that has since been forgotten by modern civilizations. Could these ancient builders have been part of a pre-flood civilization that passed down their secrets to later cultures? As we continue to study the quarry and its stonework, it becomes increasingly clear that the builders knew exactly what they were doing. From the strategic placement of each stone to the acoustic properties of the caverns, every aspect of the quarry seems to have been designed with intention. But why? Was the quarry just a functional site for resource extraction, or did it serve a more significant purpose? Could the builders have been using the stone and its properties for purposes we can't yet understand? The more we uncover about the Oya Stone Quarry, the more we realize that there's much more to learn. Could it be that these ancient builders had access to knowledge that modern science has yet to rediscover? And what does this say about the lost civilizations that once thrived before our recorded history? The mystery deepens as we continue to examine the stones, the quarry, and the culture that produced them. As we peel back the layers of this ancient enigma, we may find that the knowledge we've lost could hold the key to understanding more about our past and our future. The hidden message of Oya Stone. The more we study the Oya Stone Quarry, the more we are forced to confront the idea that there is something deeper at play here. What if the structures created from this stone were not just for practical purposes, but contained hidden messages, clues about a lost civilization, a message for future generations? Could it be that the builders of Oya Stone intended for these structures to convey something beyond their immediate function? The strategic placement of the stones, the acoustics of the caverns, and the very nature of the stone itself all seem to suggest that there was a level of sophistication and understanding far beyond what we might expect from the time. What if the Oya Stone Quarry holds the key to unlocking ancient knowledge that has been buried for centuries? As we continue to study this remarkable site, we might find that the message left behind by these ancient builders is more profound than we ever imagined. Could it be that the quarry was not just a place of resource extraction, but a library of knowledge, a time capsule, preserving secrets meant to be uncovered only when humanity was ready? We can only speculate for now, but the more we learn about Oya Stone, the more we are drawn into the mystery. Could the stones themselves hold the answers we've been searching for? Could this ancient quarry be the key to unlocking a lost chapter of human history? The spiritual significance of Oya Stone. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the Oya Stone Quarry, we find ourselves asking a fundamental question. Was the quarry only a site for resource extraction, or did it also serve a deeply spiritual purpose? The ancient people who carved and shaped Oya Stone were not just skilled builders. They were part of a culture with a strong belief system that incorporated their natural surroundings into their spiritual practices. It is not a coincidence that the Oya Stone Quarry was used extensively for temples, shrines, and statues. Oya Stone's unique properties, its ability to be carved easily when freshly quarried, yet harden over time, may have made it the perfect material for structures designed to endure for centuries, both physically and spiritually. The very nature of the stone could have been seen as a representation of resilience and the passage of time, something that could endure the harshest elements and remain standing long after those who created it were gone. But it's not just the material that suggests a spiritual connection, it's the location itself. Many ancient cultures believed that quarries, caves, and deep underground chambers were gateways to the spirit world, where humans could connect with the divine. The Oya Stone Quarry, with its vast network of caverns, echoes a spiritual reverence, inviting those who enter to reflect on the deeper mysteries of life. Could the caverns themselves have been used for spiritual rituals, perhaps even as places of worship or meditation? Furthermore, the Oya Stone Quarry's acoustics add another layer of mystery. The stone's porous nature and density allow for sound to be absorbed and dampened, creating a nearly echoless environment. This could have been intentionally designed to facilitate meditation, prayer, or communication with spirits. The stillness of the caverns may have served as a backdrop for sacred rituals, allowing participants to experience a profound sense of connection and peace. What if the quarry itself was not just a physical structure, but a bridge between the earthly realm and the divine? Could the builders of Oya Stone have been creating sacred space with their megalithic structures, placing stones in alignment with celestial bodies or natural forces to create a sacred geometry that connected them to higher powers? The potential for hidden spiritual knowledge embedded within the stone itself is a tantalizing theory. If we are to understand the true significance of the Oya Stone Quarry, we must look beyond its physical construction and consider the spiritual beliefs of the people who created it. Were these builders the stewards of sacred knowledge, preserving it for future generations? Or did they simply create something that embodied their connection to the divine, knowing that the stone's enduring qualities would outlast them and continue to carry their spiritual message long after their time? The questions are many, but the search for answers only deepens the mystery. The ancient engineering feats of Oya stone. When examining the Oya Stone Quarry, one cannot help but marvel at the level of engineering expertise that went into the creation of such a vast site. The quarry's caverns and stone structures are a testament to the ingenuity of ancient builders who, despite having limited tools, managed to create something that still baffles modern engineers. The complexity of the quarry's design raises several questions about how these ancient people were able to perform such feats of engineering without the advanced technology we have today. The stones at Oya Stone are not just large, they are enormous, some weighing several tons. Transporting and positioning these stones would have been an incredibly difficult task. How did the builders of Oya Stone manage to move such massive blocks? One theory suggests that ancient workers used a system of log rollers, which would reduce friction and make it easier to move the stones across rough terrain. Once the stones were transported to their destination, the next challenge was lifting them into position. Using simple tools like levers and ramps, the builders were able to raise the stones to the correct height and position them with incredible precision. This level of engineering expertise demonstrates that the builders had a deep understanding of both the physical properties of the materials they were working with and the mechanics of how to move and position large objects. Some have even suggested that these techniques could have been influenced by ancient astronomical knowledge, with the placement of the stones aligning with celestial events such as solstices. This extraordinary craftsmanship is not just limited to the quarry itself, it extends to the architecture of the structures that were built using Oya stone. The ability to create perfectly shaped and fitted stones, often with remarkable precision, suggests that the builders were not just relying on basic trial and error methods. Instead, they had an advanced understanding of geometry and material science, which allowed them to create structures that have withstood the test of time. The quarry and its structures continue to puzzle modern engineers who find themselves unable to replicate the techniques used by the ancient builders of Oya stone. Despite having access to advanced machinery and technology, even today's engineers would struggle to replicate the precision and scale of these ancient structures. What knowledge did these ancient people possess that we have since lost? Could there be a connection between the advanced engineering at Oya Stone and other megalithic sites around the world? The mystery of how the ancient builders of Oya Stone managed to complete such an impressive feat of engineering continues to elude modern science. Was it the result of trial and error, or did the builders have access to a knowledge that has been lost to time? Perhaps, as with other megalithic sites, the answer lies not in advanced technology, but in the wisdom and ingenuity of a forgotten civilization. The enigmatic alignment of Oya stone structures. As researchers continue to investigate the Oya Stone Quarry, one aspect that continues to captivate their attention is the alignment of the stone structures. Many of the stones in the quarry seem to be deliberately placed, not only to form cohesive architectural structures, but also to align with certain natural or astronomical features. This phenomenon is not unique to Oya stone. Similar alignments can be found at megalithic sites around the world, from Stonehenge in England to the pyramids in Egypt. But what makes the Oya Stone Quarry stand out is the possibility that these alignments were not just functional, they may have been designed to reflect a deeper spiritual understanding of the world. Researchers have found that some of the stones in the Oya Stone Quarry align with key points in the sky, particularly during solstices and equinoxes. This suggests that the builders of the quarry may have been using these structures not only as places of worship, but also as astronomical observatories. The alignment of these stones with celestial bodies could have allowed ancient people to track the movements of the sun, moon, and stars, helping them to better understand the passage of time and the cycles of nature. But what if the alignments at Oya Stone were meant to serve a more profound purpose? Could the builders have been using these structures to tap into some kind of cosmic energy? The idea that ancient cultures used astronomy not just for practical purposes, but for spiritual and metaphysical reasons is a concept found throughout history. Could Oya stone have been designed to align with certain cosmic events in order to harness energy from the universe? Another intriguing aspect of the alignment is the way the stones are placed in relation to one another. The spacing between stones, their positioning in relation to the Earth's natural features, and the way they interact with the surrounding landscape all suggest a level of intentionality that goes beyond simple construction. Was the positioning of these stones meant to create a certain flow of energy through the quarry? Could the stones have been placed in such a way that they created a kind of energetic grid or pathway, guiding those who entered the quarry into a deeper connection with the Earth and the universe? As we look deeper into the mystery of Oya stone, it becomes clear that the alignment of the stones is not just a random occurrence. The intentional placement of these stones may hold the key to understanding the true purpose of the quarry. Was it a place of spiritual power, where ancient builders aligned themselves with the natural forces of the earth? Or was it a sophisticated observatory, a place where ancient people sought to understand the cosmos? Whatever the true purpose may have been, the alignment of the Oya Stone Quarry continues to captivate researchers, pointing to a deeper, more mysterious history that remains largely untold. The Oya Stone Quarry's ancient tools. As we delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the Oya Stone Quarry, another fascinating element comes into focus: the tools and techniques used by the ancient builders to create such a monumental site. The quarry is not only a marvel of stone cutting and shaping, but also a testament to the advanced craftsmanship of its builders. Modern-day archaeologists and engineers have long been puzzled by the precision with which the stones were quarried, shaped, and transported, especially given the rudimentary tools that would have been available at the time. What makes the tools used at the Oya Stone Quarry so intriguing is that they weren't the advanced machines we might expect for a project of this scale. Instead, evidence suggests that the builders used basic stone tools, wooden tools, and possibly early metal implements to accomplish their work. The fact that they were able to carve and shape massive blocks of stone with such accuracy using these simple tools raises significant questions about the knowledge and skill possessed by the builders. Archaeologists have discovered a range of tools at the quarry, including chisels, hammers, and even some rudimentary mining implements, suggesting that the builders were well versed in a wide array of techniques for extracting and shaping the stones. Despite having only basic tools, they were able to create stones that were not only functional but also aesthetically pleasing. The fact that these stones have survived for centuries and still hold up structurally speaks volumes about the skill of the builders. Interestingly, the techniques used to extract and transport these stones are reminiscent of methods used at other megalithic sites around the world. Just as with Stonehenge in England or the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, the builders at Oya Stone seem to have utilized a combination of levers, ramps, and manual labor to move these colossal stones into position. The presence of massive earthworks near the quarry suggests that ramps and other systems were likely used to transport the stones to their final destination. So, how did these ancient builders achieve such feats with seemingly primitive technology? One theory is that they possessed an in-depth understanding of physics, geometry, and engineering long before these principles were formally discovered. Their mastery of these ancient techniques might have been passed down through generations, allowing them to refine their methods over time. Perhaps they were able to make use of the natural properties of the Oya stone itself, which becomes harder and more durable over time, to make their constructions last. The discovery of tools at the Oya Stone Quarry gives us a glimpse into the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the ancient builders. It also raises further questions about how these early civilizations were able to accomplish such remarkable feats without the help of modern machinery. What other secrets could be hiding within the walls of the quarry, waiting to be uncovered? The hidden history of Oya Stone and its cultural influence. The Oya Stone Quarry's influence extends far beyond its physical structure. It has played a significant role in shaping the cultural and architectural identity of Japan. For centuries, Oya stone has been a cornerstone in the construction of temples, shrines, and monuments, and its use has influenced not only the aesthetic aspects of Japanese architecture, but also the cultural and spiritual beliefs of the people who worked with it. The stone's durability and beauty have made it highly revered in Japanese culture, symbolizing both the natural world and the connection to the divine. One of the most intriguing aspects of Oya stone's cultural influence is the way it has been used in religious and ceremonial structures. The stone's unique properties, its ease of carving when freshly quarried, and its ability to harden over time, made it the perfect material for temples and shrines, which were often intended to withstand the test of time. The use of Oya stone in these sacred structures speaks to its significance in Japanese religious practices, as it was believed to possess both spiritual and physical properties that connected the earthly realm with the divine. Oya stone's role in Japan's architectural landscape can be traced back to the Heian period, when it began to be used in the construction of temples, shrines, and statues. During this period, Japan was experiencing a cultural renaissance, with an increased interest in Buddhist teachings and the construction of large-scale religious structures. Oya stone was chosen for its ability to withstand the harsh conditions of the Japanese climate, as well as its aesthetic qualities, which helped to create an atmosphere of tranquility and reverence in these sacred spaces. The Oya Stone Quarry itself has also played a significant role in shaping Japan's cultural landscape. As one of the oldest and most important sources of stone in the country, the quarry has been a hub of activity for centuries. Its influence can be seen in the architectural development of cities like Tokyo, where Oya stone was used to construct some of the most important buildings of the Edo period. The quarry's legacy extends beyond the buildings it helped create. It is a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the people who worked with it, as well as the cultural significance of the stone itself. While Oya stone has had a profound impact on Japan's architectural and cultural history, its influence is not limited to Japan alone. The use of Oya stone and similar stones in megalithic structures around the world raises important questions about the cultural exchanges between ancient civilizations. Could there have been a shared understanding of the stone's properties and its spiritual significance that transcended geographic boundaries? And what other ancient cultures might have used similar materials in their own sacred constructions? The hidden history of Oya stone is just beginning to be uncovered, and its cultural and spiritual significance is only now starting to come to light. As we continue to explore its role in shaping Japan's architectural and cultural identity, we are left with more questions than answers. What other secrets might the Oya Stone Quarry hold? And what does its legacy tell us about the spiritual and cultural beliefs of the ancient people who shaped it? In the end, the Oya Stone Quarry stands as a testament to ancient ingenuity, shrouded in mystery and mystery. Its enduring presence forces us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about the past. The deeper we dig, the more questions arise. Will we ever truly uncover all its secrets? Only time will tell. As we've uncovered, the Oya Stone Quarry is not just a physical structure. It's a deep well of history, culture, and mystery that continues to baffle historians and archaeologists alike. With every discovery, we inch closer to understanding the true significance of this megalithic marvel and the people who shaped it. But the journey doesn't end here. There are still countless secrets waiting to be revealed. What do you think? Could there be even more hidden beneath the surface, waiting to rewrite our understanding of ancient civilizations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries.